Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to my review for Star Trek Into Darkness. And if you do not know, this was my most anticipated film of 2013 because I loved the hell out of J.J. Abrams' original Star Trek film from 2009. I watched that maybe 8-9 times since it came out, and I love it every time. It's such a fun movie with great characters, great writing, very funny at times, action-packed, amazing special effects. Oh, lens flares, I don't care. That movie's amazing. So I love that film. I couldn't wait for the sequel, and every casting decision, every trailer, every little clip I saw just made me more and more excited. Oh boy. And also, I went to go see the IMAX 3D screening of this. That's why I saw it a little bit earlier than most people. I went to go see the 8 p.m. one, IMAX 3D, and I got this nice-ass poster. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. It's the Enterprise, and there's a sun. I bet you don't have this, unless you saw the IMAX 8 p.m. showing. Then you might have it. But I have it too. We're friends. So, oh boy, this is going to be a longer review than most because, again, it was my most anticipated film, so you should expect that. So, without further ado, let's actually talk about the movie with, of course, the story. Alright, so the story for Star Trek Into Darkness follows, once again, the crew of the USS Enterprise. You got Captain Kirk, who, of course, is the captain of the ship, played by Chris Pine. You got the first officer, Spock, played by Zachary Quinto. You got the rest of the crew. I'll write off names a little bit later while I'm talking about the acting. The point is, they have to go after a new threat. Pretty much a terrorist who used to be a part of Starfleet, but now went rogue, and he's just destroying everything. He's an evil dude. John Harrison, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, and their main objective is to go take this guy down. And after a little thing that happens with Captain Kirk and one of his long friends, it's personal now. So he has to go after this guy and pretty much take him down any means necessary. And on the way, they might encounter an alien species that is very familiar to the Star Trek universe. And there's gonna be a lot of gun battles and blue and evil remarks and one-liners. And it's a good old time. Let me just tell you this: the story for Star Trek Into Darkness is actually legitimately good. I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, it's cheesy. Hell no. It is fantastic. It is so well written, especially with the characters, their personalities, the way they communicate, all the chemistry, the lines, delivery. It's just perfect in this film. The story is so good. It really is. It's paced very well. It's pretty long too. It's a little over 2 hours long, but it felt like it was an hour. I swear, this movie felt shorter than Scary Movie 5, which was a good 45 minutes shorter than this. Oh, why? But this movie, the story was so good. It was so captivating, and the villain, Benedict Cumberbatch, I love you, man. I don't even watch Sherlock, but I'm gonna watch it now because you are such an amazing actor. You have the best voice, best name. You make this villain, John Harrison, so maniacal, but not, not corny maniacal. Like, he's not laughing all the time. He's serious. He is dead serious all the time, and he is perfect. He is so good as the villain, and he is the highlight of the movie. He's so good. But that's not to undermine everybody else. Oh, hell no. Everybody else did an amazing job, too. Chris Pine comes into his own in this film. He is Captain Kirk, and he is so likable. He's still Captain Kirk. He's still banging alien women. He's like, hey, women's, what's up? He's doing that. He's still Captain Kirk, but he is trying to be more of a leader, and you really feel that, and Chris Pine is amazing in this film. Zachary Quinto, once again, does a dead-on Spock, and it's not even an impression. No, he is Spock again. Like, everybody embodies these roles now. I mean, in the first movie, they definitely did, but here, if you had any doubt in your mind that they could play these characters, it's gone. It should be, at least, because they can. And Zachary Quinto is amazing as Spock. He's a little bit more comedic in this movie. He's a little bit more lighthearted. He's not as serious as he was in the last movie, which is good because, he was very serious in that one. I want to see him a little bit more lighthearted in this, and he was. He's great in this. So Zachary Quinto is amazing. You got Zoe Saldana as Uhura, who, first of all, she's very skinny, and some people might think that's unattractive. But you know what? Zoe Saldana is very hot. So shut up. But she's also terrific in the role. She really is. And what I really like about her in this film as Uhura is that she is the main female character in the film. She's the main female of the Enterprise. And she is very tough, very controlling, very smart. Probably the smartest person on the Enterprise, I would say. But, well, besides Spock. But she is very human. He's rushing out to go see Star Trek. See? This is a good movie. But I'm not going to stop this recording. No, it's going on. Alright? Zoe Saldana, she's great. She's very human. I really love her as Uhura. She's great. Simon Pegg. I love me some Simon Pegg. I really do. Ever since I saw him in Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, I really wanted him to get into movies like this. And when I heard he was cast as Scotty, I was like, might not be perfect casting, but you know what? He could do it. He did it in the first movie, and here, he did it even more because he's in the movie way more than he was in the last movie. In this one, he's there from the beginning, and he's cracking jokes, he's saying things that I'm just laughing at, and I'm like, wow, he never says something that I don't think is funny. And unlike someone like Iron Man, who jokes all the time, he knows when to stop and just, you know, emote. Sorry, you know, crack a tear, maybe even, you know, fight a little bit, you know. He knows how to emote. Sorry, I love Iron Man, but he doesn't. So, Simon Pegg is fantastic as Scotty. You have Anton Yelchin, who plays Chekhov, and you have John Cho, who plays Sulu in the film. And Anton Yelchin isn't used too much in the film, which, you know, should be expected. He's not a huge character. He's not one of the main characters, but he is a crew member. He is used nicely, and there is a part where he does do something pretty awesome, and I was like, wow, yeah. Chekhov, Russian bastard, love you. And Anton Yelchin does a great job with that accent. Once again, Russian accent, he can do it. And I love that guy. I really do. Anton Yelchin is one of those actors that no one really, you know, talks about. And I think he's great. I love you, man. I love you. Are you watching? I love you. No, but you're great. You are. Good job. You also have John Cho, who plays Sulu, who also, just like Chekhov, has one really awesome moment. I would actually say this is one of my favorite moments with Sulu's character, but he doesn't have much else to do, kind of like Chekhov, but still, he's great in the role. Again, there's a lot of characters in this film, so you shouldn't expect everyone to have like 5 or 10 awesome moments. They all have one really awesome moment, everybody. Or maybe some of them have more, but those are the main characters. But he's great in the role. I love John Cho, and he has one really seriously awesome moment. Alice Eve, who plays a brand new character. See, oh man, I'm such a dick. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry, people. Sorry, shoot me right now. But she pretty much comes on board and helps out with some stuff. I ain't gonna spoil what it is, but she's a new member of the crew. Is she gonna bone Kirk? I don't know. You gotta find out. But she's great in the role. She has this British accent, which I was like, at first, it was a little unsettling because I didn't know she was actually gonna have that accent. But later on, I'm like, you know what? Everybody has an accent in this. I don't think we had a British one, so cool. Now we have that, and she did a good job with it. And she's actually really likable in the film too. And also, she doesn't get naked, but close, close. But she's hot in this film. She really is. And last but certainly not least is Karl Urban, who plays Bones McCoy, the doctor of the Enterprise. And everybody knows this guy. I've only seen a select episode of the original series and the first 3 movies, and I can tell you right now, he's my favorite character of all of those episodes and the movies. And he was my favorite character of Star Trek 2009 because Karl Urban did an amazing job there. And I was like, you know what? He needs more roles. And of course, then he did Red. Great in that. Dread, which is funny. Red, then Dread. Look at that. It's like an upgrade. And Dread didn't do so well, but that movie was awesome, and he was great in it. Now he's in Star Trek Into Darkness, and he still perfectly encapsulates, is that a word? He definitely does a great job as Bones once again. He still has those smart-ass remarks. He's still very coy, I guess. Bones McCoy? Is coy the right word I'm looking for? I don't know, whatever. He is great in the role. He really is. Karl Urban, I love that dude. Again, I want to see a Dread too, man. Come on. Even if I had to give you money, I'll give you the money to make it. Come on, do it. That movie's awesome. Please do a Dread too. But he's great in this. And overall, the acting here is... Oh, I forgot one person. Bruce Greenwood, who plays Pike once again from the original film, who is great in this as well and has a great scene with Captain Kirk. Chris Pine, and they have some good chemistry. So there you go. That's it. The acting here is fantastic. Really is. A lot of people I had to talk about. We're probably up to like 7-8 minutes right now. But again, I have to talk about this film. So yeah, the story and the acting was fantastic in this film. The story was just so emotional at times, so action-packed, amazing cast of actors playing these different personalities, getting together and just, again, just saying all these funny and very strong written lines. It's just a very good story with some fantastic acting. It's perfect in my opinion. And then guess what you get? You get Amazing action scenes, spectacular special effects, some of the best I've seen, and of course you get, if you see it in this, IMAX 3D, which first of all, I just want to say this. The 3D and the IMAX, big screen, loud sound system, perfect way to watch this film. It is amazing in IMAX alone, but then you get the 3D, which is not annoying. It actually helps you get immersed into the world, especially when they start throwing spears at your face, and I duck like a little girl. That's what happened to me. I did it. I don't care. In the beginning, they throw spears. I'm like, I'm not expecting any 3D effects. Oh, and it happened. It did. But the 3D is great, the IMAX is great, it's loud, it's big, it's really how you should watch this film. The special effects are mind-blowing, they really are, especially all the space battles, which there are plenty. Explosions, things getting blown up, just boom, 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 phasers going off. There's a lot of gunfights, there's a lot of explosions, starship battles, all that. The action is so well done, so well filmed. It is amazing. I don't even know what else to say. The action is so good that when people you care about are in danger, you don't know what J.J. Abrams is going to do. Is he going to kill a character off? I don't know. It's very tense, very, very well done. I love this film to death, and the action is just spectacular. And I don't know, I'm just repeating the things I'm saying because I'm so excited to go and talk about this film, and I can't wait to go see it again because this film actually, in my opinion, from the first viewing I saw it, is better than the original. And I know critics aren't saying that, but you have an amazing villain here who is so sinister, but not, you know, not like maniacal, like I said, but he is such a good villain. You want to see him not die, but you want to see him get stopped so bad, but you don't want Kirk and Spock and the rest of the crew, or even the ship itself, to get damaged or hurt or anything. It's such an emotional film because of that. I love this film. It's such a good film. I have no complaints whatsoever. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say anymore. Again, everything's amazing in this film. I can't think of anything that's bad. If I had to think about anything, they use a lot of references. I mean, they don't use a lot of references. They do a lot of referencing in this film to other TV shows or just classic lines from some of the movies and stuff. And, you know, that might bother some people. It didn't bother me. I'm just saying this as a complaint that some people are going to have. It didn't bother me at all, but I noticed a lot of them, and I thought a lot of them were funny or really cool, but or very well done. But that's the only thing I could see as a complaint. Everything else is just so perfectly done. I love this film. Star Trek Into Darkness has plenty of humor, very good emotional scenes, amazing action. Go see it in IMAX 3D. is the perfect movie to see it in. So there you go. There's my review. Is it any surprised that I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10, a 40 out of 40, whatever. The first 10 out of 10, 40 out of 40, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Perfect score of the year. I love Star Trek Into Darkness. I'm going to go see it right now. Again, bye.